Today marks 1 year since Chewy co-founder Ryan Cohen was named to GameStop's board, igniting the excitement in the Reddit crowd. 120 yesterday, Jim, was the lowest since March.
Look, I think that they're making the crypto move, and I think that a lot of people felt because crypto had come down, all they're doing is getting into something that is wrong. I actually want to look at it the other way, which is they're getting into something after it's come down, which I like. Not everything has to be momentum. I think that they may have they could have an interesting strategy involving NFTs, which people are trying to figure out what to do. But you could become, at a certain point, you could take over the malls. You could go from those little small format to being these gaming palaces, which I know have had great numbers, and pay people in crypto. And obviously, I think people very much want to bank with in some place that is crypto. If you did like a physical space where you knew that somebody took crypto, I think it would be a coup. And just because crypto's down right now, it doesn't mean you want to flee from someone who's adopting it. I think it's kind of was my plan.
But you believe we've exited the window in which an ice cream tweet can move shares?
Oh, yeah. I mean, we're done with the fun part.
Yeah.
I mean, there's nothing fun about the market right now. And I think that...
Are we done with AMC, too? And your continued support for that stock?
No, they got
despite
the
fundamentals?
No, they got to sell. They got to sell.
Yeah, they did.
Bob Saget went to the same high school as Adam Aaron. I think he was the class behind him.
That's a good way to change the subject.
No, Abington High is Philadelphia. Now, look, the reason I'm not switching the subject, he was able to sell a lot of stock. He said he was going to sell a lot of stock.
He did.
And now you're left...
It's still with $11.7 billion market value still for AMC.
Well, that one I don't think is as good as GameStop because GameStop's balance sheet's fabulous.
Meanwhile, those hedge funds last year that were attacked, they ended Melvin ended the year down. Yeah. I think I kind of have it in another pad. I think it was down 39, but I don't want to say. Maple Lane, D1, they all had brutal years in their public investing anyway. Those that invest in privates, as we pointed out so many times during the course of last year, of course, had incredibly strong years because the private market valuations were so strong. But one has to wonder right now, given what's been going on in the market, particularly for a very high multiple and or lack of profit tech, what that's going to do to some of the marks on those private investments that many of those hedge funds were bailed out by last year, despite their inability to invest effectively on the public equity side.
That's a good point. I mean, I look at what's happening even this morning. I mean, things were looking so good, and then interest rates ticked a little bit higher, and everything was erased. So the stock market is the bond market. Let's not forget that. There's really nothing to it.
Any chance, though, Powell says something that everybody goes, whoop, wait a second, maybe not as hawkish?
I don't know. I mean, look, we could run that Jamie Dimon clip forever, and there's Powell, Jamie Dimon. I mean, I think Powell's kind of, I think that we got a strong economy. We got a lot of people hired. It's just true. I mean, there's like nothing wrong with it. We have a lot of people hired. We got red hot markets everywhere.
Yep.
You know, flank steak was what, $8 last year? This time, and now it's $16.
Wow,
that's a lot.